Hey everyone, it's Maria here from the Maria Sumilov Project. And this morning, it's morning here in lovely Australia, we'll be talking about the Live More Stress Less course. What's it all about? So I have some questions that have been sent in through our some of our listeners and some of our subscribers. And I'm just going to go into the email and just start asking those questions. I haven't actually, as true to form, I haven't actually read through those questions because I want this to be as authentic and as serving as possible. So let's get to your questions about the Live More Stress Less course. Okay, so let me just grab those questions. Right, and the first question is, what is the money back guarantee on this? Love it, straight into it. Okay, so all of our courses, including the Live More Stress Less course, has a full 30-day money back guarantee. So from your date of purchase, you have a free or you're free to come back and tell us that you're not happy with the course. Please tell us what you're not happy about so we can improve for the next time around. And we will get you your money back, no questions asked, other than, we hope that you'll tell us what we can improve upon. So yeah, that's the money back guarantee, 30 days from the date of purchase and no questions asked. If you're not happy, you're not happy, and we just want you to be happy. Okay, the next one is, how is the course delivered? Okay, the course is delivered to you by email. So when you go into your course booking section, so you go to pay for your course, on the websites you'll be brought to a Moonclerk link, which will then kind of walk you through the different stages. It's asking for your name, your email address, and your payment method, obviously. And once you've had you've hit pay, you will get a little screen that says along the lines of thank you for purchasing this course. Keep an eye out for your email for the course material. And then you'll immediately receive the course material, which will be in an email format. It doesn't have any frills or whistles or bells or any of that stuff because we want to be sure that we're getting you straight into the work. It's very simple to follow. There's the course material. It's laid out in different modules as well as different lessons within those modules, and there's a straight link there to the Dropbox where the material is sitting. Now, you don't have to have Dropbox in order to access the material. All you have to do, and there's also, we will have put instructions to the email that you receive in how to get the material without having to subscribe to YouTube or to Dropbox. So you will be able to just go and download the course material straight onto your hard drive or straight onto your external hard drive or wherever you want to have it for safekeeping, so you don't have to keep streaming it live either. In fact, we do recommend that you don't stream it live, because with some computers you have settings that will automatically stop the recording from being played after 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So depending on your computer settings, you might be cut off too early. So we do recommend that you download the course material to wherever you want to store it, so that you can keep it there and you can continue to view it without any restriction or any interruptions. Okay, next question. So you will get it immediately. You pay for it, you get it immediately. The next question is, how long does the course go for? Great question. There's 4 modules in the course, as you probably already know at this stage if you've read through the material on the website. And the first module is all about the introduction and making sure that you're getting the most out of your course. We determine in the first module, we determine your starting point for your active stress reduction, as well as we do some housekeeping in just explaining what you need to do to really make the most out of your experience. The following 3 modules are all about your head grid, your heart grid, and your body grid. They're actually not in that order. They're head, body, heart. And what that means is that in order for you to have a really good and thorough active stress reduction experience for you, and that you can go on and reduce those stresses, and you can go and live your life the way you want to live it. We need to make sure that we address not just your psychology, not just your body, and not just your emotional stuff. We want to make sure that we're taking an approach from each direction, from every direction that we can, so that we are maximizing everything. And while this may sound like it's an awful lot to take on at any given time, don't worry about it. It's not meant to overwhelm you. It's meant to actually give you as much information as you need in order to really tackle and break those stress patterns and those stress habits in your life. And how long does it take? How long does the course go for? Well, it goes for as long as you need it to go for. So you can take, you can do one lesson per week. You can do one module per week. You can do whatever is the right approach for you. But there is no, you should do it this way. You will do it the way that you're ready to do it. Okay, so it's important that you do it the way that really will actually work for you. So there are no set guidelines. But having said that, the beauty of this course is that because it's layered in 3 different levels, you have your entry level, your intermediate level, and your mastery level of active stress reduction. What will happen is that you can take whatever level you're at, which will be determined in the first session. You'll take whatever exercises, the level exercises of where you're at, and then once you've moved through those level exercises throughout all the different grids, you will then be able to move on to the next level. So this course will possibly actually serve you for the rest of your life if you wanted to. If you use it as your tool, you can. The possibility is there. So how long does the course go for? Well, that really depends how you use it for yourself. Okay, the support is there. You can do as little or as much as you want. Okay, next question. How much does it cost? That's a great question. And the best way to find out what the cost right now is, because we do change the cost depending on the demand on the course. We may review the price and we may change it, but right now as it stands, the price of the course is on this web page where you got this link from. Our own web page, and right now the cost is $159 Australian. So those prices are in Australian dollars, so 159, and that's how it stands right now. Okay, next one. How is your course different from all the others about stress? What a great question. How our course is different, you've probably already learned a little bit of how it's different, because we work through all those different grids, your head, your body, and your heart, as well as the different levels. So sorry, blah blah blah. Sorry about that. So we have the starting level, the intermediate level, and we have the mastery level. So not only do we want to make sure that your whole, all your different inner systems are in place, but that you're also working at the appropriate level that is right for you. So that's one of the differentiating factor right now, even without starting the course, how it actually is different from other courses. Most courses are very general information. When I went out there to research about courses, they're usually, they usually either have the psychological approach, or they have the body approach, or, they might have the emotional approach, but not many courses out there address, in fact, I didn't find any that address all of those different aspects of you. One of the reasons why it's important for us that we do go through all those different aspects of you is because that is the basis of all of our work. Our basis with the Merja Sumilov project, so anything that's underneath that, the Radiant Woman project, the INFX project, whatever else is underneath the Merja Sumilov flag, the approach is always the same. We want to have a holistic approach to where you're at. And so not just take all of you into consideration, but also take into consideration where you are starting from and where you want to go. So that's predominantly how it's different. I guess another thing would be that I'm not just a personal development person. I'm not just a, you know, a personality psychology. I'm also have a background in extensive background in body work and in particular classical and orthopedic massage and pain management. So I guess my area of expertise in bringing this work to you will be in all those different grids that you hold in your body, your, you know, your head, your body, and your heart. So that's where I would say we definitely stand out from anything else that's out there. Okay. And of course, we have the 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you do find something that's better for you within the 30 days, please do it. Please get the money-back guarantee. Do what's right for you. We are not doing this to make a quick sale. We are doing this to genuinely help people. So if this isn't the right thing for you, no worries. Okie doke. What's the next question? I already know how to reduce stress, but I don't actually do it. Why should I do your course just to be told to do things that I don't have time to do? What a fantastic question. And this is one of the things that is addressed on the course is why you don't prioritize yourself. What are the things that are actually holding you back from reducing the stress? Because the thing is that time as in and of itself is just another form of showing your priorities, as is money. So whatever you spend your money on is a priority to you. Whatever you spend your time on is also a priority to you. And we will address on this course, you know, the causes of why you might not be actually putting yourself first and doing the things that you need to do for yourself. So it's not just a list of things for you to do. It's not just a list of homework. It also addresses why you may not be doing the things that you need to be doing for yourself. As I said before, we want to make sure that you are going to actually do these things for yourself, not, you know, to yourself or to punish yourself about not doing something perfectly or any of that stuff, but to actually make sure that you are doing the things for you because you want to be well, you want to respect yourself, you want to be respected by others. So this is not just going to be a list of things for you to do. This is a heck of a lot more comprehensive than that. Okay. I already have too many things on my list to do and I'm really short on time. How can your course help me get ahead with managing my priorities? Again, just as I said before, just making sure that you know why you're not prioritizing yourself and that you understand what you can do a little bit differently to start prioritizing yourself. Now, the great thing about this course is that the exercises that we recommend on this course, especially at the entry level, especially at the initial entry level, the starting level, is that they may only take you 30 seconds. They may only take you 10 minutes. These are not hours upon hours of exercises for you to do so that you then get overwhelmed by the exercises that we've given you to supposedly reduce your stress. This is actually to make sure that we're giving you, that's why it's important to get the starting level right, so that we are going to give you the right kinds of stress reduction tools. And that we don't just throw some general stuff at you and hope for the best. We don't operate that way. So to answer your question, how can your course help me to get ahead with managing all my priorities? What will happen when you do, especially the entry-level stuff? Because I'm getting a sense from this question that this is you're already overstretched, right? But what I would say to you is that the entry-level exercises are designed to give you a time to stop, even if it's just for 30 seconds or 10 minutes. And when you stop and when you rejuvenate in that time that you've stopped, what will actually happen in the rest of your life is that it will slow down. Things will begin to slow down and you will begin to feel like you have more time. Because a lot of our stress when we're at that frantic stage is to do with us feeling that we don't have the time. It's us feeling that we are constantly, being harassed and being asked to commit to things that we actually don't want to commit to. And so how the course is laid out is that if you are starting at the entry level, you will be only doing exercises that will take you away from your head and into your body and induce your natural sense of abundance in terms of time, especially in time, because that tends to be the biggest issue with us when we are in that state, that high level of stress state. So that is one thing that you will get out of this course. And the next question is, how much time commitment does it take? So the recordings that you'll be getting, the modules and the lessons that you'll be getting in this course, there's 9 lessons altogether over 4 modules. They vary, the length of those vary between, I think the shortest one was maybe 16 minutes, and the longest one was just over half an hour. And because they're action-packed, what I mean by action is that you'll be stimulated in your head, in your body, and in your heart when you're going through the material, so it engages all of those different aspects of you. Those sessions will obviously only take the amount of time to listen to that you'll listen, but also just incorporating the homework into it depending on your level of active stress reduction, whether it's the entry, the intermediate, or the master level. The time that it takes for you to do your exercises will increase as you move up the levels, if that makes sense. So on the starting level, the time commitment per week, if you do 1 lesson per week, is probably about half an hour per week. So it's not that much. You can, maybe get a little bit up a little bit earlier, maybe 20 minutes earlier, and get in the recording, listen to it, and then do the exercise later on in the day if you are really time starved. But most people can manage half an hour a week. The other way you can do it is if you do a module per week, and each one of those modules have about between 40, I'd say about 45 to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour of material to listen to, and then the exercise accordingly. But as I said, don't get too caught up in how much time should I put into this course. You will do the course as is appropriate to you. You can't fail by doing this course slowly. In fact, usually the slower you do, the slower you make the process, the longer you take to actually practice what you're learning, the more sustainable your changes are. So don't feel that you have to do this on schedule. The only schedule you have to do this course is your own schedule. That's all. Okay, is there any ongoing support after the course? Okay, that's a really great question. We have a lot of different programs that we run that people can sign up for and subscribe to. We have, a year-long program. We have whatever, one-day workshops. We have all these kinds of different workshops. But putting that aside, we send out, with the Mary's in Love project, we do send out the project appropriate weekly question and answer emails. And instead of sending newsletters to our clients or to the people who have actually been introduced to our work and maybe have even bought our work, it's really important for us that you continue to do your work after you've finished your course, or that you continue to stay on that self-evolutionary course that is right for you in your life. And what we need, in order for that to happen, we want to make sure that we're giving you the kinds of maybe questions and answers or weekly quick tips on how to stay on track on different things. And depending on if you're an INF type on the Myers-Briggs, so INFJ, INFP, or whether you want to look at the women's work, or any other one of our projects, I want to make sure that we kind of get you to continue, have at least like a weekly point of contact where somebody asks us a question, and please send us questions in as well. This is great opportunity to continue your work outside of this course, to sign up for those weekly newsletters or the quick tips, and ask the questions that are really relevant to you. And I can't always promise that we'll answer your question every week, but what I can promise is that we will put them together and then answer questions as they come in on a weekly basis. So we want to make sure that we answer the questions that are put to us, and because what's the point in doing this work if you don't actually get the answers that you're looking for? We're not here to just be your intellectual entertainment. We don't want you just to think of us as some kind of, that we have all the answers and any of that kind of nonsense. We are all people. We are all people. Some of us just have had a bit more mileage in the area that you might want to improve your life upon. Maybe it's the active stress reduction. So yes, is the short answer. There is ongoing support after the course, and but it may take you to be a bit more proactive from your end to make it happen. So you may have to make sure that you sign up for one of the quick tips newsletters or the Maria Sumilov Good Works email that we send out every week. And those you can find in our websites, mariasumilov.com, infxproject.com, and theradiantwoman.org. All right, well, that's all the questions I got. And thank you everyone for your time. If you want to learn more about the More Stress Less course, make sure to check out our website. It's actually listed at the moment on the radiantwoman.org website. But even though it's a unisex program, so men, don't be put off by that. You are more than welcome to join us on that unisex program. Or I will also have it on mariasumilov.com. If not now, then shortly. So thanks very much for your time. Thank you for your questions. Awesome questions. It's good to be able to answer the actual questions that are being asked rather than just talk about some random stuff that I think is relevant to you. Love it. Love your being proactive, love answering the relevant questions, and I look forward to seeing you there. Enjoy the course. If you haven't decided to purchase it yet, take your time purchasing it, look at whether or not it's the right thing for you, do your research, and just remember, if you do commit to our course, you do have the 30-day money-back guarantee. So we want to make sure that everyone is getting what they need. Okay, thanks everyone for your time, and have a really great day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.